All right, we are back. We're about to watch the Naughty Dogs take on Philadelphia Americans. Philly playing very good. Naughty Dogs not playing so well this event, kind of struggling along. I'm lucky enough to have Nikki Cuba from the LA Ironman up here, going to be helping with this game. We got 10 seconds for the start of this first point. Nikki, your thoughts on this game?
I'm going to have to give it to Philly, but, Dogs got their backs against the wall, and they've been known to win big matches when they need to.
Be that spoiler?
Yeah, be that spoiler.
All right, so see on the breakout, Knight making a move to Snake 1. Chad George trying to get into Snake 1 as well. He gets shot in the arm.
Moorhead took the X off the break.
Yeah, Moorhead on the X off the break.
I think he just G'd up the Snake for Naughty Dogs.
Yeah, he did. He got a shot on Knight. Knight, the rookie, he's getting a lot of playing time for them. Mikey Lou trying to make a move on that Dorito side. He's definitely shot in the head. He's going to get called out.
Both teams just lost body. There's one more guy left for All A's, Moorhead and the X. Battling on 3 guys.
Oh, look at that. 2 penalties, it looks like, for the Naughty Dogs. I don't see anyone in the... No, that can't be right.
I think they got it on the wrong team.
Yeah, I think they got it on the wrong team. And can I see anyone in the box over there? Some penalties went on the board.
No one's in the box.
I didn't see any flags. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Chris Wilson going to hang that flag, and Raymond Knuth definitely pumped up.
That was a strong point. They needed that.
Yeah.
That's a momentum swing. It boosts them up a little bit, gets the morale of the team going, I think. And, I expect Philly to kind of go back to their basic breakout instead of coming so aggressive and losing those bodies.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing is, like, the Naughty Dogs got to change something up, And it's not that they aren't playing terrible, you know what I'm saying? They're just not playing as well as we know that they can play occasionally. But that's the thing with the Naughty Dogs. It's like, what team is going to show up?
Exactly. And I talked to Rocky. I talked to a bunch of the guys. And, in Seattle, of course, it rains a lot. So they've been having a tough time to practice. They haven't really practiced the field as much as all these other teams that, have facilities at their use.
And it really just kind of sucks for them. It's unfortunate. They are 0-3 right now, and they lost to the Bushwhackers today, earlier on. We got a replay here. Let's check it out. All right, so right now you're watching Moorhead, and he is trying to get a shot. I'm sorry, he was shutting down that Snake, but then he tries to go across onto the Naughty Dog side of the field.
Yeah.
Gets nicked, and then takes a couple extra.
And he was the last guy left. He was 1-on-3, trying to make it happen, and that's what he's got to do. He's just got to try and get that G or that shot on the guy on the right side so he could kind of turn the field, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He's caught in a bad spot. He can't really back up because the hole in the X.
Yeah, what are you going to do? So he just, and Moorhead's aggressive. He's not going to be the backup kind of guy. He's going to try to go at him. It's also like, too, with Philly, I want to win big in this game. I want to make a statement. People are watching. Everyone that's going to be playing against you on Sunday is going to be watching. I want to go out there and just basically say, look, we're here to win this tournament.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys look like that, and the Russians look like that. And that's who was basically competing for in the last event, I'm sorry, at World Cup. I mean, you guys are defending champions, and you guys are playing like you want to defend that title.
Hey, that's the only mindset that we have. We got a lot of selflessness on the team right now. People that, that are awesome players, but, if we're not playing good, we pull ourselves out. We put other guys in that could fit the role because we do have those players that could fit everywhere and play everywhere. And I think the team's just gelling real good with that and just being like, all right, that's the squad that's winning. Let's roll with it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we're looking at Naughty Dogs right now. They're coming out, scored that first point.
Philly had the minor. It wasn't the Naughty Dogs. So they still got another 140 because they didn't get a guy in the box.
I think it's a major because we may have it wrong there on the screen, but if it is 1 minute and 47 seconds, that's going to be a major penalty, with the penalties changing up. Let's talk about Jason Edwards for a little bit. I haven't had a chance to talk about him today. He's been one of, as you see him right there, getting ready to play. He's got the crazy-looking beanie on right there.
Yeah, we're under 5 right now.
Under 5 seconds. I just like to say that I respect Jason. He's stepped up a lot.
Yeah,
and he's working out a lot. He plays probably as much paintball as anyone. And they're going to have to start down a body. All Americans. They're able to spread the field. They get Chad George out.
Naughty Dogs get a little frisky. Come up to the X. His guy's just locking down that Snake side, controlling it.
I think that's Knight. They've been sending him all over the place, man.
Yeah, but they got good positions. They lost one body, so it's tied up 4-4. Rocky Knuth was shot out of back center. Now they're moving up. Oh, my bad. That wasn't Rocky. That was Raymond.
And then there goes Jason Edwards out to the corner.
Yeah, man. He's been playing real solid for the past, probably last 3 events of the last season. And coming into this one, he's just, changed up, whatever he had to change. He was a big kid. He lost the weight that he needed to lose, and has just been putting in all the time that needs to be put in.
Chad George is going to be another secret to the success of the All-Americans over here on the snake side of the field. Oh, looks like Chad George lost his hopper. He's literally loading paintballs. Look at that, out of his pod. You see that? I don't think I've ever seen that before, that particular method of shooting. Look at this. That is classic. I've never seen that before. I think he shot somebody.
I think he shot the X guy.
He shot Knight out of there with that. That's classic. I wonder where the hell his loader is. Must be at his.
I hope he knows that he can't leave his loader behind.
Yeah, he can't leave his loader behind. Mikey Lou's in really good field position here for the Naughty Dogs.
He needs to make something happen.
Yeah.
He's in the good position, but he's not getting any shots on anyone. He's not really actually taking any guns to him, so he has total freedom.
Who, Mikey Lou?
Oh, there he
Mikey
goes.
Lou getting a shot cross field on Jason Edwards. Yeah, definitely. But
nice.
Rocky dies at the same time, so it's just Chris Wilson and Mikey Lou left alive. Oh, wow, Timmy made it in there alive. And here comes Mikey Lou coming down. Nice job by Mikey Lou.
Oh, got both of them.
I mean, if he stayed alive, that's definitely a game-breaking move.
He did.
Out of the box.
Mikey Lou, nice move.
Wow.
He didn't have the guns on him. He seen a guy make a move, and, he just felt that opportunity. And you see it, you feel it, you got to take the advantage of it. You wait a second, and that window closes.
Yeah, and then, talk a little bit about how small those windows are out here.
It is, you can't even, it's 1/10 of a second, that much, just the little bit. And that will create, you getting shot or you having the game breaker.
Yeah, and that is really it. I mean, it's that fast out here. And just looking at some of the kill count statistics for the Naughty Dogs, we got some low scores because they haven't really been doing very well. But that being said, the people that are producing on their team, you got Chris Wilson, 8, Rocky, 7, Scott Knight's got 8 as well, and Raymond's got 9. So, those are your killers basically. Those are the guys that are they're handling business for that team.
Yeah, just from hearing that, and not seeing the stats before that, I think the front guy's got to step up a little bit more. That's good that Chris Wilson's got those kills. Mikey Lou's got to get his numbers up. If he's going to be a productive front player for his team,
absolutely,
he needs to get into those spots and get those G's. And get his stats up. As for the front guys, they should be your guys that are high numbers, I think, and your back guys too. But front guys got to get those numbers up.
Well, that was the thing. You look at the statistics for Infamous, and Danny Tiljak was leading the count. And that's actually not really good for their team because if you don't have Glenn Takamoto and their front guys feasting, then basically, and the reason why that stat's so up high for Danny is because they're playing on their heels a little bit, and Danny's he's defending and then making stuff happen. So, and it's kind of interesting. Then you're looking on the other hand, then you got you got the All-Americans, and it's a little bit different over there, but it's kind of, they have a little bit more across the board, a little bit more even spread, so.
But that is team paintball, that's what you want. You want team paintball across the board. You got everyone getting kills and everyone, contributing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's when you know that, okay, well, like we used to say, I mean, if one guy has to kill everyone, then you guys are, then team's not going to
win the tournament. You might win a game.
Yeah, so here we go on the breakout, big breakout by Roberts. Now, Roberts is another guy that's been doing a lot of work for the All-Americans.
Yeah, he has.
They lose Edwards pretty much off the break once they got shot out of that back center.
They lost Chris Wilson, Newth on the Naughty Dog side, so it's 3-on-4 right now. Ryan Moorhead's come down those Doritos. He's got some real estate. Naughty Dogs are in Snake 1. Snake 1 might have just got a shot on back left.
Yeah, Snake 1's trying to get that 40 Dorito. I'm sorry, 30 Dorito over there. Snake
Robert's
1
making a move up. Snake 50.
Yeah, moving all the way in. Snake. He's trying to get to this round of Snake 50, but he's stopping there because he has a good shot across field to Dorito, and the Dorito does not know that he's made it there.
And this kid's been playing good from the start of this event. I think he's been
and that's an even better shot. He knows all his shots. He's walked his field very well.
Yeah, they've been training hard, man. I've talked to all their coaches and everything like that, and they've just been doing a lot of training, and it shows. They know the shots. They did their homework. And there goes Ryan Moorhead shooting at Rocky Newth down that side.
Oh, look at this.
Robert's
running
him down. Nice move. And that was a good move by Roberts, man. And no one really knows of him. He's a silent killer on the team for the past couple of events, and I think he's actually, coming into his own.
Yeah, for sure. And that's, he's a solid dude too, just, off the field. And like with the All-Americans, I said this a couple people, it's like that, that team's pretty cool, man. I liked a lot of those guys that are on that team. So I went out and spent a little bit of time with them.
I wouldn't go that far, but that's just me.
Well, let's talk about your team a little bit. How do you guys feel right now?
We feel...
What's working?
We feel confident. Our plans are working. In the last game, we lost points. We were down 3-0. We started, that was the only time that we were actually down by that many points. So we kind of started, losing it a little bit, but then we gathered ourselves in the pit, figured out what they were doing, got the right personnel out there to counter what they were doing. And I feel like we got a real good grasp of the field. We still got to do some tweaks, but for the most part, I really feel like we have this field locked down.
We got a replay from that last point. Let's check it out. So right here, you're looking at basically Roberts just running down that last player, and that's like we were saying, that's the Roberts we're talking about. Really agile, very aggressive player, and just doesn't really say a lot. He just goes out there, he does his work, and then gets off the field.
But you look at that, and that goes from the prior games till this one. He's the front guy, and he's staying alive. That is awesome for a team. If your front guy can stay alive, get kills, be productive, get guns on him, he's doing his job. And that's all they could ask, and they should be running their horse right now. He's the horse.
Yeah, all right, so we got 20 seconds before the start of this next match, and speaking of horses, they're running Knight again. I wonder where they're going to put him. They've been sending Knight a lot of different places for the Naughty Dogs.
Far.
Yeah,
that's
far.
Where they're running him.
Yeah, exactly. Far.
He's run, boy.
He's going far. So they got him on the snake side. I bet he's going to go to snake one off the break. There he goes. Just digging in.
He just got hit
no, yeah, he got hit pretty far back there.
Yeah, probably like 2 steps out.
And, they lose Mikey Lou.
They lost the whole right side for the All-Americans, though. They got 2 guys bunched up in the back center.
Wow, bloodbath off the break for both teams. But here comes Roberts.
Making a nice move. Look at him. He's going to capitalize.
He's going to shoot Chris Wilson cross
There he
field.
goes. Just shot him out. And that's what I was just talking about, Just being consistent. Now he's going to get another G. There it is. There he is. He's doing more work.
Oh,
Look.
wow.
Now he's going to get this G probably. There you go.
Wow, Roberts is solid, man.
Yeah.
He just clocked 3 right there. Yeah.
His boys were down. They lost the whole side of the field. He didn't get all crazy.
Triple me
and
up.
Wiling out. And give me a hat trick.
Yeah, a little hat trick. And it's kind of, if I was a coach on Philly, I'd be pretty excited about that because they've had to count on Chad George to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Roberts did start to step up in the World Cup last year, so that was, big for them because, George kind of fell off a little bit as that event wore on, I mean, he played awesome.
Well, that was good. I think he kind of wore off was because his legs were getting tired.
No, I feel you. I mean, they were running him, yeah.
And they were running back-to-back points because they needed wins. So they kept on running him against the Russians that game.
We got a replay. Let's check in. So there's Roberts right there. Now look at this. Real smart. He's gunned up. He's not doing anything that he doesn't need to. Yeah, look at that. Goes in, cuts in, using his cover appropriately, keeping Rocky in, and then cuts out.
Yep. And now he's like, if I trade out, I trade out. I got 2 more bodies behind me.
And you could see the frustration in Rocky's body language right there. I mean, and that's actually not good to see right now because the score is 2-2.
Especially from your captain, your guy that, everyone's going to turn to be like, yo, what do we do? What are we doing wrong? Like, they need that guy to be up, be motivated, and come out, just be fired up still, and be like, all right, let's fix this, instead of walking out with his head down,
like we used to
always, hand around.
and like we always used to say, don't get down, get up. Yeah, regardless of what's going on. All right, so it's all tied up. Great game so far. 14:47 left on the clock. The score now 2-2. They got Fedorov out there. He played better so far this event than he did the last event at World Cup. He did not play good.
Yeah, I don't know. Just from watching him for the past couple of events and him being on Philly, it's not the Fedorov that they signed up for. They signed up for the guy that goes out there and does what Roberts just did. Yeah. And they got other guys that are filling his role, but he's got to step up as being that player that they need. Yeah,
to be that impact player that they were hoping they were going to get. But I'll tell you what, though, this event, he has had some good points. So he's not playing bad at all in this event. Now, he's not playing as good as Roberts is playing, Roberts is handling right now. Oh, Dogs call timeout. So trying to see what's going wrong. What are they, because they went up 2, and then the Philly comes back, tied up. Tim getting together with his coach. Yeah, Adam Gardner, the owner and legendary paintball player in his own right. Used to play the hell out of the snake. Now he's coaching.
Yeah, I think that's real cool. I really like that. Seeing him running up and down all crazy.
He's into it, man.
He's real into it.
He wants them to win more than they do, I think, sometimes. Not that they don't want to win. They're intense, but...
He's a real intense, and I actually talked to him in Atlanta at the paintball extravaganza, and, he was just talking about how he's been at the practices, helping out, and it's him, Jay Trojan, Graham... And, they're putting a lot of time into it and really working on it. So,
now, if you had hair like Moorhead, would you ever wear a bandana?
Oh, my God. I would never have hair like that.
Your hair is all froey anyway.
Yeah, I know. That's why I got to cut it. It gets hot. But, yeah, he always gets hit in his head. I think it shows.
I just like it because he runs so fast, and it's just, like, all over. Just like, wow. It's got its own life. No, I really like Ryan, man. He's a good dude. Really, really good dude. Does work, too, you know? Like, he just quiet, doesn't complain, goes out there, will play every point if need be.
Yeah.
Real aggressive. And
real good player.
Yeah, real good player. All right, so 14:47
14
left.
seconds on.
Tons of time. It's, game's pretty much just started. Again, if you just clocked in, we're here. Inaugural PSP event, the Phoenix Open. Ironman won the champions last year. They are defending their title.
And we're starting the game.
And we're starting the little point right here. That's Chad George getting in there for Philly. Oh, look at that. Disaster strikes as Mikey Lou and Chris Wilson walk off on the Dorito side of the field.
Just running down the 50 Dorito right off the break, pretty much.
And he's just wrapping around now, trying to get a shot on Rocky in that back center.
Oh, that isn't George. That is Monville.
Ooh, Monville getting out there.
Yeah, I think they're giving George a break. He's not really feeling it this game. They're trying to get their other guys up.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we haven't seen George
pretty much at all. Getting shot, coming up a little, lollygagging, so to speak.
Wow, Philly's just put it on these past 3 points, man.
And Moorhead just feasting.
Yeah, Moorhead just feasted. He feasted off the break over there.
And Floppy Hair grabs the flag.
Nice job, Ryan Moorhead.
That was.
Nice job.
Monville look pretty fast there.
Monville is pretty fast. So, looking at the points played on for Philly, and Tim's got the most grinds on. He's got 21 points played, followed closely by Jason Edwards, 19. They haven't put O'Rourke in as much. He's only got 12. So him and Monville have kind of been the least used on Philly, and they both have 12 points played. Roberts has got 18. I'm looking at the damage that Roberts is doing. I would try to put him out, especially, Chad George is definitely one of the most talented guys as far as his age talent. I mean, he's going to be really good. He already is really good. So you definitely want him out there, too, to see if he's going to have one of those games.
Yeah, but we had this talk, yesterday when they were playing, and they weren't playing George that much, and we were like, why aren't they playing him? He's killing people. Keep him out there.
Yeah. It's just tough, though. It's like, Roberts, George, who do I play? Play them both, man. They don't have to play the snake.
They don't have to keep on playing the same guys that they've been playing.
Yeah, it's true.
Because Roberts was going in the fingers. He was coming up to the X. Plays all over the field. He's not a one-dimensional player.
And that's the thing. I think that if I can improve upon Philly's the way that they're handling their business, I would definitely say let's try to get Chad George out of just playing the snake. He's really good, and now you got Robert stepping up, and he's really good in the snake. So if those guys are both having a game, I don't want to have to decide whether or not I got to sit one of those guys
just because they only know how to play the snake.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not diversify? Have them maybe play a little bit off. Have them go to play behind the other guys. Yeah, so you got two amazing guys.
You got to kind of do that in the practices, off season. Leading up to the event, and as far as, talking to those guys, that's the only spot that he really plays is the snake.
Yeah, no, you're right. I know. All right, so we got just about 5 seconds before the start of this next point. And there it is right here, digging hard.
Both guys running. Both teams running. Naughty Dogs take the Dorito and the snake. And now George just fills into the snake from the corner.
So, yeah, now Chad George, like we said, he's finally getting a chance to grind out there.
And there's Roberts filling out. Nice move.
Wow, we're psychic.
Yep. See, they figured it out. They're like, both these guys are playing good.
Or maybe they've done that already, and it's something maybe we didn't pick up on, or maybe we just jinxed Roberts.
We're the best analysts out here.
But Roberts getting shot out of that bunker back there. Now Naughty Dog's in better field position.
Yeah, but you see this, the guy in for the Naughty Dogs that got in the snake, he got in there, and he didn't establish that line that he should have on the wire.
Oh, look at Moorhead feasting on Mikey Lou. And you see now, so it's 3-on-3 right now, and who's that? I think that's O'Rourke. O'Rourke's trying to get in position behind George to help him out. Naughty
looks
Dogs.
like he might get shot in his foot if he doesn't tuck it in. So it's 3-on-3, one guy on Dorito side, two guys on the Snake side for both teams.
Yeah, and Moorhead's playing great over there on that Dorito side.
That's a real good fill to the back corner because I know when I'm in the Snake, I really love when someone's behind me. I hear the paint. I hear the talking.
Feel more confident.
Yeah, more confident, more comfortable.
Look at this.
Moorhead.
Wow, Moorhead. Hell of a move by Moorhead. Oh, no, he traded out. Still a good move, though. Clears it out. And then now George feasts. Oh, no, that was Tim. Tim across the field. Tim Montresor comes out of that back corner.
Oh, he's hiding.
Ah.
We didn't even know he was there.
So he was in that back corner and able to get that crossfield shot. So good job. Here comes Philly, man. They're just putting on now. After 2 unanswered by Seattle, it's just been nonstop Philadelphia as we got about 12 minutes and 8 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, I think Jay just, figured out what they were doing, put his guys where they need to be in position to get kills on the break and weather the storm.
Yeah, so nice job so far here. By Philly to counter the aggression the Dogs came out with. I'd be so frustrated if I was the Naughty Dogs right now. I'd be like, what are we doing wrong? But you could see it. They lost it. They lost that momentum. You could see the body language. You could see it on the field.
You could see it in the pit. They're not even, trying to get up. They're not getting that intensity going.
Maybe, it's got to be frustrating. I mean, they are down, I'm sorry, they have lost 3 games, so it's like, maybe, it gets mentally bashed in your head.
It does. And but that takes the guys on the team to get back up and be able to handle that pressure, be able to, have the coach step up and be like, all right, this is what we got to do, get it in the players' heads, have the players, get that back in them, get that fight back. But it's up to them, and they're the only ones that could do it.
So I think you guys have done a good job. I was just to switch gears real quick, talking about Iron, because we're talking about coaches. You don't have Shane Pastana anymore.
No, we don't. And we miss him greatly.
I think maybe it's like, though, it's almost like his presence is still here because he's not here, so you're trying extra hard to make sure that you guys work with each other and try not to do the things that maybe he would have been able to help out checking before. And now it's like a level of maturity.
Well, coming in, he had, given me a phone call. I'm sure he called up all the guys on the team and, talked to them a little bit. But, just hearing him and just words of encouragement and, just little bits and pieces that he's gained the knowledge throughout the years to, pass on to me. He's helped me above and beyond to help out my game. And not just my game, but, to help the team out.
Digging hard, trying to make that snake one of both teams, and they make it in there alive. Oh, Roberts getting shot again out of that back corner. Here comes Big Phil by Jason Edwards. Overslides it slightly, but able to make it in there alive.
Yep. Fedorov.
Oh, wow, they're just getting cleaned off. Yeah, Fedorov not having a good match so far.
And so
Mikey Lou?
Yeah, Mikey Lou makes a move up the Dorito side. I believe it's Moorhead in the Doritos. They have Philly has one guy in Dorito. Rocky Newth just made a great fill out to the Dorito side corner. Map Chims in the Snake side corner. And he's working together with his guy, trying to get the G's up on this right side of the field. And all Philly really has to do right now is just kind of chill out and get those G's to kind of, bring it back to a 3-on-3.
So it's interesting. They put this guy in here. I believe it's this new guy named Drew that's playing for
Naughty Dogs.
Naughty Dogs right now. And I'll tell you what, talking to Rocky last year, he was telling me about this kid. He's like, oh, we got this guy. He's a T-Mac clone. I haven't seen Tyler. What's up, Tyler?
I haven't seen him at all either. And,
does anybody know why he's not here? Or?
No, I haven't actually asked anyone about that. But
because that's a big loss for them if he's not around.
It could be,
Could be financial. Could be family. Who knows?
Maybe it's his knee again.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully not.
He's been running hard, too, for many years, so. So Drew's getting checked out by the referee. And
he's got to be tight right now.
Referee's got his own bunker.
George down the line, trying to get a little shot on Drew. He just posted up. 10 minutes left.
10 minutes left. Slow point here because both teams, the All-Americans are going to be playing a slow point here, because if they're up,
that's what they should.
Yeah, they're playing smart. Not necessarily slow, just smart. I mean, it appears slow, but they don't.
Jason Edwards trying to get crafty. Map Chim catches him, and that was a huge shot.
And it's just George, and it looks like across the field, Moorhead left alive.
And it looks like Map's just breaking a bunch of paint.
Map's breaking a bunch of paint? Oh, yeah, look at the
Rocky.
spiral.
See that? You got to go into your bunkers 100%.
Who got that?
Diving in. It was from George.
Crossfield.
Crossfield. Because Rocky's just going in, walking in. You got to run hard to every bunker. You got to dive into every bunker, Mm-hmm. You know that. He knows that.
That's why he's shaking his head right now.
Yep. Because it's a mental mistake.
It's an error. All right, so.
And Monville gets shot out from Mikey Lou. And now it's 3-on-1. Oh, nice move from Drew.
I think that's O'Rourke. That's O'Rourke over there. No, that is Monville.
Yeah. And that was a huge point for Naughty Dogs right there.
Yeah, because now we got a 1-point match.
1-point match. They got a little bit of momentum. That was a good game played by him. It wasn't forced.
Do you think maybe Philly, coming into this match and basically, they're sitting pretty good.
And just taking the Dogs lightly, maybe?
Yeah, exactly. We got a replay real quick. Let's check it out. So you're looking at Moorhead. This is from a couple points ago, I think, because he's going to get up. It looks real fluid when he plays, man. Yeah, he got that little duck.
Yeah, that was 2 points ago.
Yeah, 2 points ago. Nice move by him.
And they traded out there. He tried to get that shot, but
he did the right thing.
Yeah.
He made the move outside, got the shot, and then tried to duck in and get out of the way.
Yeah.
But the Naughty Dog player did a good job of trading out with him. Because if somebody's running you down like that, you have to trade out with that guy.
You have to, because that would blow up in that whole side.
That's the game-breaking move on that side. If that guy doesn't get shot.
Because, then they had Montrosser come filling down that way, and it was pretty much game over from there. And that was, that, as a front guy, that's what you should do. Clear out your side of the field, let your back guy clean it up, and, get off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we got about 50 seconds left for the start of this next point. The score is 4-3, very close match. 8 minutes and 57 seconds left. And as soon as we're done with this match, we're going to move on. We got a Power Surge and RNT. Both of those guys not looking very good in the semi-pro division, so just playing for pride. And the last 2 games of the day after that, it's going to be Hurricanes versus Dynasty. Big match.
Yeah.
And then X Factor versus Aftermath. Big match. Yeah.
Huge match.
Yeah. Who plays on Sunday at stake here in the end of the day?
Yeah, a lot rides on that X Factor Aftermath for Dynasty to go in, just as long as Dynasty wins their game.
Yeah, Dynasty needs to pound the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In order to have a chance. All right, let's look at this breakout. Looking at the All-Americans digging hard over here on the Snake side. Let's see what Roberts can do. Roberts
and they got a G.
Oh, they got a
Drew.
G.
2 Gs for Dogs. They are walking off.
Look, and they send Knight up the gut again to the right side of the X. There's Roberts. God, Roberts is getting.
There he goes. He's going to just shoot up this X right now. Oh, he didn't get him.
He bounced him.
Now he got him.
Not that time. Nice job by Knight to focus, though. I mean, once you're up there, you got a job, basically,
Yeah,
and he doesn't know that his entire snake side's blown. Obviously, he does now because he just got shot in the back, but his job was to shut down the Dorito side. Roberts sliding out of bounds.
Now they go 5-3.
2 points away from the victory. In case you just tuned in, it's a race to 7 or highest score at the end of regulation.
20 minutes left.
Yeah, 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Still a ton of time left.
Still a ton of time.
Yeah.
And points could go 20 seconds, 30 seconds. They could turn it around. But it didn't look like they were going with that same game plan. I think they went too aggressive, and they're going consistent, because they won 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're like, all right, well, that's working. Why change it? But
Exactly.
you've got to keep people guessing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, we can argue back and forth about, okay, well, if it's working, then keep rolling with it. But, you know, at this level, if you do it enough times, there is something to be said about, hey, try and stop it if it's that good. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you should have a bunch of plays up your sleeve. You guys should be able to send your players to different spots, you know, so.
Yeah, that's how I feel like we have capitalized from our team right now, is because
you guys are sending people everywhere, man.
Every guy on the squad can go play any bunker.
Yeah, except for you guys are definitely always sending Johnny over the Doritos, but he's doing really well over there, so that makes sense.
He doesn't like getting on his belly. He doesn't like playing the snake.
No, he doesn't. He's got a good glide, though, when he dives into spots.
Oh, no.
Just literally laid completely flat against the grass as he slides.
Oh, yeah, no, he does have a fabulous slide, but he just
doesn't
like being down.
No, yeah.
He doesn't like all paint going all crazy all over him, the chaoticness. He likes to be standing, looking, and just run.
Yeah. So we got about 25 seconds. The teams are switching sides here. How's your off-season workout been going? Pretty stellar, huh?
Yeah, real good. You know, just been training real hard and hitting up the gym and hitting up a lot more running, a lot more speed training. Wound up losing like 13 pounds. So.
What are you down to now?
193.
Nice, dude. That's solid. I think that's the skinniest you've been
ever
since I knew you when you were like 16. All right, let's see the breakout. Both teams at full strength. Oh, looks like Raymond or Rocky getting shot, trying to make it out to the corner.
But again, it's like he's not putting it all out there. He's not sliding into his bunker. He's running out to a corner spot, being a big guy, and not even trying to slide.
Yeah.
You know, Moorhead got G'd up, so it's a 4-4. Looks like Chris Wilson's going down the field, down the Doritos. Robert's making it in the snake.
You know, Chris Wilson hasn't been much of a factor in this match.
No, and he's so hot and cold. He hasn't found his happy medium yet, you know?
Look at this.
And
Here
look
comes
at Roberts. He's going to push up against this bunker.
What a workhorse, man. He's going to come back off of it.
Oh, nice move, Mikey Lou.
Mikey Lou. Let's see what he does with that.
Oh, and he's still alive.
Oh, my God. Oh, finally gets picked up by Jason Edwards. Roberts is listening to Adam Gardner right now as coach on the sidelines.
He got someone.
Oh, wow. Look at this bloodbath.
Oh, Montrosser just got hit. Minor penalty for yelling at the ref from O'Rourke, just running his mouth. Oh, and Jason Edwards needs to get off the field for another penalty.
That looked really good. Mikey Lou, great, you know, trying to do something. It looked like it might have pulled it off. He gets picked up, though.
He pretty much did have that move right there because he made O'Rourke flip out, loses his composure, and now he just cost his team a penalty and the point.
So Chris Wilson hanging that flag.
See, but I thought that the person that had the penalty has to go in the box.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like that.
It's Edwards I think Edwards might have got the penalty then.
No. Edwards wasn't hit.
Well, maybe the rest blew it. I don't know. But the person who gets a penalty is supposed to go in the box, right?
Yeah, because then the penalty is still running because the person that had the penalty didn't get in the box in time. They hung the flag, so the penalty still stays on the clock. And that's what it looks like. Looks like they're staying with 49 seconds.
So Jason Edwards, though, he has 5 confirmed kills.
This game.
Yeah, this game. Still, you know, got that penalty, I think. Maybe was that, I don't know, was it him, you think?
I'm going with O'Rourke.
You think it was O'Rourke?
I'm going with O'Rourke because he was yelling and going crazy.
O'Rourke's doing well over there, and it's tough for us to get a really good accurate count from this side as far as the kill count over there, but our stat guys are telling me he has 6 confirmed kills over there, so he must be getting some sneaked in shots over there. He must know his shots, but he's been playing this field a lot, so you know, and there are shots over there.
They got a great facility to practice at. They practice during the week, all week, and
it was O'Rourke talking after hit.
See?
Yeah, look at you. All right, so it's all not all tied up. It's very close. Philly. Again, if I'm Philly, this is not the way I wanted this game to go, man.
No, because you want the momentum going in. You don't want to be thinking, like, why are we having problems with this team that's losing every game? And now we got to go up against the Russians and all these other teams.
And then you got the Russians and you guys and everyone sitting on the sidelines. So when you guys are going to get in your meeting, be like, oh, man, we got the All-Americans. Oh, well, they barely beat the Dogs or they lost to the Dogs or whatever. You know, we'll see what happens. But
you know, we won't go into like that. You know, we'll be like, all right, this is what they did wrong. You know, let's capitalize on it because we can't take them lightly. They play real good.
No, of course you're not going to take them lightly, but still, that is part of it, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's
there.
It
gives us a little boost.
It's there, but that's what you fight against.
And the breakout goes. George going the snake. He makes it. He goes right around the 50.
Nice job. There you go, George, getting in there.
Now he's in the 50. Now he's looking for shots cross field if the
He's got to keep his head down.
Look at that. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice, George.
That's the Chad George we were seeing stunning at World Cup right there.
And this is what he needs to do. Look at it. He's closing down the field. He's not letting anyone fill out.
Maybe he was getting pissed that Roberts was getting all the glory. Because he's just feasting right now. Give me another one.
Well, I believe Moorhead actually got the...
Oh, look at Moorhead. Look at Moorhead.
He's playing against his own teammate.
I love it when you break the game up in so much, you got to wave your boys off. Like, oh,
yeah.
Hey, what are you doing? Why am I head checking you?
Moorhead then shot out the back center, ran down the Dorito and the back right, and the game was over. George didn't know it and was actually trying to shoot Moorhead.
So Philly 1 point away right now.
6 minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes left, 1 point away. It's still close. It's a 2-point match.
I hit something.
I think I hear you.
No, I can't hear anything.
Throw it on.
Hello? Yeah, there we go.
All right. God, Nikki, just like a whirlwind coming through.
I want to get in. So with them now in this position, man, you know, I don't see it happen. I see Philly just dropping the hammer down, going their spots, you know, sending George up the field, sending Roberts, and actually bring that line out again, I think. And that's their power line. You know, get Edwards in, get Moorhead down the Doritos, and continue on with what they're doing with this game plan.
I agree. We got replay coming up. Let's check it out. All right, so right now we're watching Moorhead, who's done such a good job of getting into that 50 Dorito and doing work.
Yeah, right here. He just got the shot on the back center on Rocky.
Pot in his hand.
He didn't even need it.
He just drops it and then mows that dude.
He shot that back guy.
Mows that dude. And he had already had a crossfield kill, too.
And now he's going up against his own teammate.
Head checks his own boy. He's like, hey, Chad. No, we're good, baby. Come on. Get the flag. Nice job, Moorhead, man. How long are you guys' meetings these days? Is it like long, drawn-out meetings, or are they just kind of like, all right, here's what we need to do. This is how this team plan, et cetera, et cetera? Or?
Yeah, it's pretty, you know, quick. You know, we get to the point. We don't, you know, fool around or anything like that because we want to get over so we can fool around later and have pillow fights and water fights and stuff like that. This game ready to start?
Yeah, there we go. Chad George making a move into Snake One. Map Chim trying to come around that back corner, getting a Snake One. He gets shot out.
I think he's just forcing it too much, and that's what's happening with the dogs.
Oh, look at Raymond trying to make it out. He makes it out. Big Phil.
Oh, what are you doing? He's got his gun down. He doesn't even know that he's in the 50 Snake.
Oh, wow.
George is just going to rip him apart.
He listened for the gun.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That
got a couple extra from his back. There's Mikey Lou.
That, my friend, was a nice snapshot.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Oh, George just feasting out of there. And he's going to get... Oh, no, he didn't get the last one. I think it was either Moorhead who was coming up there to put the punctuation mark on the Naughty Dogs defeat. So Naughty Dogs, getting a goose egg. So
for PSP,
well,
AZ.
That's 2 goose eggs because, you know, you had Oakland with a goose egg, and now Naughty Dogs with a goose egg.
And you know what that tells them? To, you know, got to go back, got to work harder, got to actually practice.
Yeah.
You know, practice against teams instead of themselves, maybe.
It's tough, man. I mean, you know.
It is with the economy and everything like that. I know it's tough.
But it's no excuse.
It is what it is.
Or
you got to grind harder against yourselves. I don't know what it is, but, you know, those teams, from talking to everyone around the league, you know, they haven't had much practice for this field, and they haven't even been practicing any paintball.
Yeah, you know, here's the level of competition. It's like we used to say. Here's the level of competition, okay? If you have to play 365 days a year to be this good, that's what you got to do to play there. Yeah. If you can, you know, go out, you know, do whatever the hell you want and just fly by the seat of your pants and still play that good, well, that's what you got to do. But guess what? That really ain't how it is normally. So
I don't know anyone like that.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
So, no.
Because you got all these kids training, working hard, and everyone wants to be the best, man.
They want to knock you off your pedestal.
And it's good. I like it. It makes me more hungry. It makes everyone on my team hungry. And it makes everyone in this league hungry. That's why I like this.
Yeah, and there's, you know, we got a replay here. So this is the replay. You're looking at Chad George getting that snapshot on Mikey Lou and then shooting Rocky. And then
the back right.
And then you're going to see Moorhead, if it plays long enough, come screaming down that other side. So it's just Raymond left. Gets a couple shots in his stomach, a couple extra.
And
that's going to do it. But yeah, it's like you're saying, we're watching it here. It's like, we've been trying to involve the divisional stories in and stuff. And, we had a profile of Team Fierce earlier on. We have a second part of that, actually, and these are guys that are just, they're like you guys listening in right now. Love paintball. They're in for the grind. Yep. They just playing it for the love of the sport, and they'll sacrifice whatever it takes. Because
they want to be at the top level.
Yeah.
Everyone that is playing in the lower leagues, their goal is to get into this league. They want to be with the big boys.
It's like we were saying. I mean, this is the tip of the spear, and this is the, we're looking at the showcase field. It's the pros and the semi-pros. We watched Map Chim and the rest of the Naughty Dogs walk off, unfortunately for them. But behind us, we got a beautiful view of all these divisional, battles going on right now, and those guys are the guys that are trying to fight to get to here.
Yeah.
And not only that, maybe if they don't ever get to here, it's still the struggle. It's that competition. That's why we play it, for the love of that. It's a very interesting thing, that the paintball struggle. So yeah, we got part 2 of that Fierce. We got Matt Miller. So let's listen in.
I'm Matt Miller. I'm from Athens, Georgia. Recently moved down to Gainesville, Florida, I guess a couple years ago to go to school, and started playing for Fierce and worked my way up, and now I play for TBD Fierce. I mean, I work a job that just pays enough to pay the bills because it has the flexibility to play paintball. So there's a lot of sacrifices financially, family obligations, all this sort of takes a back seat occasionally because I love these guys, I love competing, and we want to be the best. So I'll do whatever it takes to win. If that means working a crummier job than I could because I get more vacation time, then I'll do that. That's what it takes. It's tight playing paintball. Times are tough, so you just have to make the sacrifices, do whatever you can, and after work go home, hit the gym, be ready for the weekend. Travel 2 hours every weekend one way to go play paintball. I want to do it. On our team, we have a pretty eclectic group of guys. I have a master's degree in environmental chemistry, so I work hard, and I got through school and played paintball at the same time. We have guys who are in school for everything. We have guys that work. Everybody has a goal to win, sacrifice certain parts of their life. Some guys spend every last dime they have from their job as a construction worker to come play paintball. So I have a lot of respect for those guys and pro players. I know they sacrifice so much because each level we step up to try to get to that level, we have to sacrifice more and more. So I know those guys are sacrificing even more than we are, and we're trying to get to that level, so we're giving more and more to work and to try to be the best.
One of our mottos, the slogan, whatever you want to call it, guys say sky's the limit, so we just keep on pushing right up that mountain, a mountain of success, whatever you want to call it. But guys say, guys at a younger level, that they all want to aspire to be pros one day. D1 guys are hoping to semi-pro, pro next year.
Yeah, so that was it there. Matt Miller and Dan Rankin from Team Fierce from Florida. Team to remember, they were very successful last year in the divisionals. Won Spider Cup, had great success PSP. So remember the name. And after talking to those guys, it's that story. They have an armada of dudes that play out these different levels. I mean, they're like 40 guys or something crazy like that. And to them, that's their brotherhood, and they're just all about trying to, play the best. They play damage. They try to play damage as much as possible, which probably explains why they're good.
Yeah, and they just went up against the kids that I actually coach, the Ironmen we train with, Velocity Wrecking Crew, and they actually just wound up beating them. But it was a great game. It was a great battle, and I had tons of this whole army behind me yelling at me, "Nikki, you suck," blah blah blah, and I'm like, guys, I'm just coaching my team, and they're like, well, you're going against our team, So it's kind of cool. I
and
like
you're
that
like
because
from New York, so you're like, okay, I know how that goes.
Yeah, because I rolled with GZ, and
you guys had a crew.
We had 40 dudes whenever we went to events, and no one wanted to mess with us.
Well, that's a good example. You're a player that came out of a group like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of, you were good early, so you immediately kind of vaulted your way into the top level. But still, you did have to learn and take your beatings in practice, and those were actually back in the day, real beatings.
Yeah, you kids get off real lucky nowadays.
Yeah, I know. Complaining about $30 cases of paint for $35 cases of paint.
$125.
That, me and Davey were talking about that.
$125. You remember that?
Oh man, I mean the gunshot's lower, but still.
I used to get paid from the paintball field and instantly hand it right over to the owner.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, you got work, and I'm getting your money back. Thank you."
And you're just like, "Give me that paintball fix, baby. I'm gonna be the greatest in the world one day. I swear to God."
Hey man,
it worked.
Hey.
Now you got a cool life, so it all worked out in the end.